Welcome to Global Trends. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. What you're about to see is unprecedented. America is facing an economic earthquake, an exodus of major corporations that's shaking the nation's foundation. The Trump administration's tariffs, meant to protect American jobs, have triggered a domino effect of unintended consequences. Instead of safeguarding industry, these policies have driven 6 household name companies to abandon the U.S. market. The fallout? Tens of thousands of jobs lost overnight, entire communities devastated, and no region left untouched. From steel mills in the Rust Belt to tech hubs on the West Coast, the impact is nationwide. In this video, we'll reveal which 6 giants are leaving, why they're being forced out, and what it means for you. The numbers are staggering and the consequences are real. This is not just about business, it's about the future of the American economy. You won't believe who's on this list. First up, Titan Steel Corporation, a name synonymous with American industry. For over a century, Titan Steel built America's infrastructure, but tariffs meant to protect them became their undoing. Retaliatory tariffs abroad wiped out 40% of their revenue, while the cost of raw materials soared. Their global supply chain shattered, and losses mounted quarter after quarter. Despite restructuring and pleas for relief, the hostile market left them no choice. Titan Steel is shutting down all U.S. manufacturing, 5 massive mills across Pennsylvania, Ohio, and Indiana. Over 15,000 skilled workers are out of a job, with ripple effects threatening entire local economies. For every job lost at Titan, up to 5 more disappear in supporting industries. The promise to protect American steel has led to devastation, marking a tragic new chapter for the industry. Communities built around these mills now face economic ruin. The fall of Titan Steel is a warning. Protectionist policies can destroy what they aim to save. The American steel industry may never recover from this blow. The loss is not just economic, it's deeply personal for thousands of families. The collapse of this Titan signals a dark future for U.S. manufacturing. The ripple effect will be felt for generations. The steel backbone of America has been broken. This is the cost of a trade war gone wrong. Next, Apex Motors, a symbol of American freedom and innovation. Tariffs drove up the cost of every component, from steel frames to electronics, making U.S. production unsustainable. Retaliatory tariffs abroad crushed their exports, turning once affordable cars into overpriced luxuries. Apex Motors is closing its flagship Michigan plant and another in South Carolina, ending U.S. production and sales. Over 20,000 union jobs are gone, and the supply chain collapse threatens hundreds of smaller American businesses. The closure silences not just factories, but entire communities built around them. The American automotive dream has hit a dead end. The loss extends far beyond assembly lines. Suppliers, local businesses, and families are all affected. The industry's foundation is crumbling, and recovery will be slow, if it comes at all. The shockwaves will be felt for decades. The trade war has driven a stake through the heart of American car manufacturing. The road ahead is uncertain for workers and communities alike. Apex's exit is a symbol of a broader industrial decline. The dream of the open road is now a memory. In the tech world, Connectronics was a leader, innovating in smartphones, laptops, and smart home devices. Tariffs on Chinese components shattered their cost structure, adding billions to annual expenses. Forced to raise prices, they lost market share to foreign competitors with stable supply chains. The uncertainty of U.S. trade policy made long-term investment impossible. Connectronics is closing its U.S. R&D and assembly hubs, cutting over 25,000 high-paying jobs. This isn't just about lost jobs, it's a blow to American innovation and global competitiveness. The departure signals to the world that the U.S. is no longer the best place for tech development. A brain drain is underway, as top talent seeks opportunities abroad. The loss of Connectronics leaves a vacuum in the U.S. tech ecosystem. The tariffs meant to protect have instead exported our future. The American tech sector faces a crisis of confidence and capacity. The ripple effects will stifle innovation for years. The U.S. risks falling behind in the global technology race. The consequences of this exit are profound and far-reaching. America's edge in technology is slipping away. Vogue wear apparel, once a staple in malls and magazines, has unraveled under the weight of tariffs. Costs for raw materials and finished goods soared, making affordable fashion impossible. Attempts to shift manufacturing or boost U.S. production failed. The infrastructure just isn't there. Sales slumped, stock plummeted, and the board decided to withdraw from the U.S. market. All 500 American stores are closing, erasing 30,000 retail jobs and thousands more in corporate and logistics roles. shopping malls and main streets will feel the void, with fewer choices and higher prices for consumers. The closure is a stark reminder. Trade wars devastate not just factories, but the entire service and retail economy. For many, this was a first job or a family's main income. Now, it's gone. The impact ripples through communities, leaving economic scars. The American retail landscape is forever changed. The promise of affordable fashion has vanished. The loss extends beyond jobs. It's about lost opportunity and community. The fashion empire's collapse is a cautionary tale. The consequences of these policies are visible in every empty storefront. For thousands, the American dream is slipping away. The unraveling of Vogue wear is a national loss. Harvest Gold Foods, a staple on American tables, has been starved out by retaliatory tariffs. Export markets for U.S. farm products vanished, and domestic costs soared due to tariffs on packaging and ingredients. Warehouses filled with unsellable goods, and profit margins evaporated. Pleas for relief were ignored, and the company was forced to cease U.S. operations. 12 processing plants are closing, costing 18,000 factory jobs and devastating rural communities. Farmers lose a major buyer, compounding the pain in America's heartland. The entire food supply chain is disrupted. Truckers, suppliers, and local businesses all suffer. The closure is an economic death sentence for many small towns. The ripple effect extends to every corner of the agricultural sector. The story of Harvest Gold is a warning. Trade wars can starve the very industries they aim to protect. The loss is felt at every meal and in every farming community. The American food industry is weaker and less secure. The consequences will linger for years. The collapse of Harvest Gold is a tragedy for workers and farmers alike. The heartland is left struggling to survive. Everyday Essentials Inc., a household name, has been forced out by the relentless pressure of tariffs. Costs for chemicals, plastics, and packaging soared, making basic goods unaffordable for many families. The company couldn't raise prices without losing customers, nor absorb the costs without going under. Uncertainty in trade policy made investment impossible. Everyday Essentials is shutting down 15 factories nationwide, cutting 22,000 jobs across manufacturing, logistics, and marketing. Communities that depended on these stable jobs now face economic hardship. The disappearance of this brand means less choice and higher prices for consumers. The closure leaves a deep scar on the American manufacturing landscape. The loss is felt in every supermarket aisle and every paycheck. The trade war's final irony: policies meant to protect have destroyed a pillar of American daily life. The impact will be felt for years in homes across the country. The American consumer is left with fewer options and higher costs. The withdrawal of Everyday Essentials is a national setback. The consequences reach every corner of the economy. The promise of affordable, reliable goods is gone. The exit of these six giants is a national economic crisis. Over 130,000 direct jobs lost, potentially 500,000 when you count the ripple effects. Decades of progress erased, entire communities left adrift. The trade war meant to protect has backfired, crippling supply chains and driving companies away. The result? A weaker economy, fewer jobs, and less innovation. The lesson is clear: economic policy has real-world consequences. Was it worth it? Let us know in the comments. For more on America's biggest economic stories, like and subscribe.